Cross country and soccer bring home Player of the Week honors.
And football gets their first conference win.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome into the Penguin Rundown. I'm Christina Stainovich alongside Margot Warrens. Margot, between the two of us, we've been hosting for about 3 years now, and it's the first time we're actually hosting together.
I know. I'm so excited. This is awesome.
I can't wait, and I know you're going to start us off with some cross country.
Yep, I am. Let's get into it. The women's cross country team was looking strong last weekend at the Disney World Cross Country Classic, posting 5 top 14 finishers and winning the tournament. Freshman Maggie Sebest led the Penguins with a 7th place finish. Her performance was enough to earn her Nike Horizon League Runner of the Week. She finished the 5K with a time of 18 minutes and 44.81 seconds. Natalie Fleming finished not far behind, earning herself 9th place. The Gwins also snatched the 12th, 13th, and 14th spots, finishing with the overall best time in the tournament. Next, the team will be at the CANISIUS Alumni Open in Buffalo, New York this upcoming Saturday. As for the men, they return from their time off. This upcoming weekend, Alan Burns and company will look to close out their regular season at the University of Wisconsin Pre-Nationals this Saturday at 12:30.
This weekend, the swim and dive team will begin their 2018 season with a home meet against Duquesne University. This meet will be the first of the year in the newly renovated Beagley Natatorium. Last year, the Gwins finished with a 7-6 record, and many swimmers made their mark, such as Ida Jurinovich, who is returning to the team this season as a sophomore. With many other successful returnees, the swim and dive team is sure to have a great season. I had the chance to catch up with sophomore Kat Keller and freshman Riley Ernst about the upcoming renovations as well as the upcoming season. With pool renovations and their first meet quickly approaching, the swim team is ready to make their mark this season. There are a few things that stand out to the team in the new pool renovations.
I think the new blocks are super awesome because they used to be really small and now they're updated, and so they have the fin on the back, which will really jumpstart us in our races.
My favorite part is that the pool is actually full now. There were times last year where it would be like half empty some days, and that was kind of a really difficult thing to get into the pool and then like be at waist deep when it was supposed to be like at my shoulders. So it's kind of nice to actually have a full pool now.
Riley and Kat both feel that the team is ready to jump up in conference rankings.
I think that we've really mentally grown stronger as a team. Since we weren't in the pool, we were able to really bond outside the water, which really helped us grow stronger. And I think we're just all hungry to start racing.
We've been doing a lot of like team bonding and team building exercises, and we've all had meetings with our coaches, just kind of like getting our mind set to the place we're supposed to be. We'll have a team meeting Thursday, and I think then like everything will kind of just come together and we'll be ready to race on Saturday.
The team has become very close during the off-season. The women hope that this will help them when it comes to racing.
I think we want to move up in the conference because last year, we are growing as a stronger team. Coach Ryan really focused heavily on recruiting and he brought in a strong class. So I think we're just excited to move up in the ranks in our conference.
We definitely want to move up in the conference, and I think as a team we want to be more positive because there were a lot of times last year where we really felt the negative energy, but even this year now I feel like it's an entirely different team than it was last year.
Kat, sophomore distance swimmer, feels that Coach Purdy has found his place here at YSU and is ready to bring his team to the top.
I feel like it's worlds different because last year, I was trying to figure out where I was supposed to be, and I feel like Ryan was figuring out where he was supposed to be. So it's definitely a lot better of an experience this year because we're all kind of ready and we all know what we want. And Ryan's just this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it. And this year he's able to actually implement that. It's nice.
Overall, the team feels that they are ready to make a splash in the Horizon League and look to start their season off on a high note this Saturday.
The women's volleyball team traveled to UIC this past Friday to take on the Flames. They were unable to pick up the win as they fell 3-0. Aaliyah Hughes was a bright spot for the Gwins with 9 kills and 5 digs on the day. The team will now head to Wisconsin to take on the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland on Friday and then the Green Bay Phoenix on Saturday. Good luck to Aaliyah Hughes and company as they get into the heart of conference play.
Last Saturday, the women's soccer team took on Oakland at the Cavelli Sports Complex. This match ended in a tie 0-0. Both teams had chances late in the game to get on the board, with Oakland's Sydney Gagner hitting the goalpost in the 85th minute. At the 95th minute in the first OT, YSU's Isabella Fucci tried to head the ball into the net to no avail. Although it ended in a tie, the Penguins came away with some good news, as goalkeeper Kate McEachern was named the Nike Horizon League Defensive Player of the Week for her 5 saves on Oakland's 17 shots. The next time you can check out the women's soccer team is this Saturday when they travel to Chicago to take on the UIC Flames.
It was homecoming this past Saturday, and the football team would host Southern Illinois. The Gwins would get a hard-fought victory in a tight one, 17-14. Trailing by 8 with just under 11 minutes in regulation, the Gwins would rally. A touchdown and 2-point conversion would tie the game for the Penguins. The defense then held their own with a huge third down sack by Malik Richmond to force a Saluki punt. The offense would drive to the Southern Illinois 17-yard line to set up senior Zach Kennedy for a 34-yard field goal to put the Penguins up with just 26 seconds on the clock. They would hold out for the win. Kennedy joined our very own Colin Headley for an interview.
Weekend was homecoming for the YSU Penguins, and a tight game would come down to a last-second field goal by senior Zach Kennedy. I caught up with him and asked how he handled the pressure on their final drive.
I have my certain routine that I do, and I practice it in practice and whatnot, but I go down once we get the ball and running down the field. Inside the 50, I'll start doing my routine. People come up and talk to me, give me encouragement and stuff like that. And then once we get into with range, I'll do my own thing and just get with my holder, my snapper, and just make sure everything's good and then go out and execute.
Going out for his 4th kick of the night, Kennedy was 2 for 3. I asked him if that earlier miss was on his mind.
Being a kicker, you have to have a short-term memory. But obviously, if you miss a kick, it's going to be in the back of your head no matter who you are. I just trust in what I've been doing, trust in what I've learned, and just go out and do the best I can.
A lot of people can put a lot of pressure on a kicker in a time like this, and I asked Kennedy if his position was judged any differently than any other.
Everyone has their job to do, and I know I've put in the work, and I do it on a daily basis. And I know for me it's going to turn out well in the long run, and we just got to be part of a team. And as long as everyone's doing their job, we'll be good.
Kennedy would make that final field goal, and the Gwins would hold on to a 17-14 win. Kennedy plans to use high-pressure situations like this and the rest of his football experience later in life.
My plans after school, I want to go into the Navy, and I think just it'll mentally help me for later on in life. And definitely, there's early morning workouts from football will translate to the Navy or later on down the road in life and help me be mentally prepared.
For the Penguin Rundown, I'm Colin Headley.
Kennedy finished the game connecting on 3 of 4 of his field goals. Van Gorder went 15 of 36 for 111 yards, while McCaster had 116 yards on 28 carries and a touchdown. The team improves to 2-3 on the year as they win their first conference matchup. They will be back in action this Saturday when they hit the road to battle the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. You can listen to the game live on 570 WKBN or watch it on ESPN+.
The men's golf team placed 10th at the Tom Tontomonia Invitational hosted by Cleveland State, finishing with a total score of 902. Sophomore standout Kevin Schur led the way once again, tying for 4th place with a 3-round individual score of 212 and his own career best. Schur also tied the 6th lowest 54-hole mark in school history, the best since assistant coach Brandon Pluchinski's 210. The Penguins ended their fall schedule October 15th and 16th with the Detroit Titans Motown Collegiate at Prestwick Village Golf Club in Highland, Michigan. Best of luck to Schur and the rest of the men's team.
The women's golf team had a stretch of time off leading up to the University of Dayton Fall Invitational. The Invitational is set to take place in Kettering, Ohio, at the NCR Country Club's North Course on October 15th and 16th. Good luck to the Gwins, as this is their last tournament of the fall.
This weekend, the women's tennis team won't be too far from home as they travel to Toledo, Ohio for the 2-day Rocket Invitational October 13th and 14th. In their last tournament, the Gwins had 4 different athletes earn a singles win: Aman Hassim, Anastasia Koklova, Cassandra Moralea, Tamara Tufel and Lucia Zager all hope to earn more wins as the team participates in its second tournament on the season. And now it's time for the Penguin Play of the Week, and we're going to send it over to Dom Joseph for more.
Ladies, thank you very much. It is time for the Penguin Play of the Week. Now, let's set the stage for you. It is 14-6 Southern Illinois in the fourth quarter. The Penguins need to score and score now. The Penguins begin their drive and work their way downfield, and here's what happened next. Montgomery Van Gorder in the gun will give it to Tevin McCaster. He finds the end zone. That's a touchdown. And just like that, we've got a ball game. It's a 2-point lead for Southern Illinois, so the Penguins have to go for 2. Van Gorder in the shotgun again. He looks to throw and finds Zach Farrar in the end zone. A laser for a 2-point conversion. That is good. Farrar able to hold on to that ball, and we've got a tie ball game. Southern Illinois can't do anything offensively. YSU gets the ball back and sets up Zach Kennedy for the game winner. And just like that, the Penguins come back from 8 points down, and they defeat the Southern Illinois Salukis 17-14. Congratulations to the Penguins on a huge victory at home. Christina, Margot, back to you.
Thanks, Dom. That'll just about do it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUsports.com and follow us on social media on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm Christina Stanovich.
And I'm Margot Warren.
See you next week, Penguin Nation.